low fat, reduced fat, or light. What does it really all mean? LiveLean Nation, on today's episode of LiveLeanTV, I'm showing you how to decode these confusing and often misleading food labels. Welcome to LiveLeanTV. I am your host, Brad Guthrie, the #1 expert teaching you how to live lean 365 days a year. So alright, it's no surprise that the majority of processed and packaged foods contain many cheap and nasty ingredients. This is why food marketers are now printing all kinds of big bright labels on food packages. In fact, there was actually research done that showed consumers would spend 33% more money on foods that contain these health labels on the package. However, unfortunately, many times these claims are not regulated and they have sketchy guidelines to them. So with that said, let's dig a little bit deeper and discuss which labels are regulated and what they actually mean. Number 1, trans fat free. Be aware. Trans fats are one of the worst things you can feed your body as they're very damaging to your heart. However, if you see the trans fat free label, it doesn't guarantee that the food contains no trans fats. Food marketers, they can use this label as long as the food contains less than 0.5 grams of trans fats per serving. So look at it this way. If you're overindulging on a trans fat free pie by having 4 times the serving size, you could be attacking your heart with 2 grams of trans fats. Not good. And number 2, gluten free. We see this one everywhere lately. It simply means the food is free from any ingredient containing gluten. However, I'm going to say be aware because so many people often jump to the conclusion that this means the food is healthy. Wrong. Just because a food doesn't contain gluten, it doesn't necessarily guarantee it's going to be healthy. Many times, gluten-free products replace the gluten with ingredients like potato starch, which can actually spike insulin just as high. Not good. And number 3, sugar-free. Be aware. Many times this means the sugar is just replaced with artificial sweeteners. Although these artificial sweeteners, they don't contain any calories, most of them are basically sweetened chemicals and can potentially be more harmful to your body. It's best if the sugar-free product uses a natural sweetener like stevia, which comes from a plant. Number 4, high fiber. Be aware. This label means the food must contain more than 5 grams of fiber per serving. However, it's important to read the ingredients list to understand where the fiber is actually coming from. For instance, some food marketers have been adding unnatural forms of functional fiber to products to up the fiber content. Remember, the best kinds of fiber come from fruits and vegetables. Always read the ingredients list and don't fall for the hype. Number 5, organic. Regulated. So the USDA regulates the usage of the term organic on all foods. However, does this mean the food is 100% organic? Not always. Food marketers can use the organic label as long as it is 95% organic and not grown with pesticides or genetically modified. So should you buy all organic food? In a perfect world, I would say yes, but due to budgets and reality, it may not be possible for you. So I did a video on the foods you should always buy organic and the ones you can get away with by just going conventional. Click right here to go watch that video. And number 6, low sodium. I want you to be aware here, guys. Any product that contains this label has to contain less than 140 milligrams per serving. However, don't confuse this label with reduced sodium, which is 25% less than the original product, or light in sodium, which is less than 50% of the original product. And number 7, light, reduced, or low fat. Be aware, guys. Typically this means naturally occurring fat in the food has been removed and replaced with sugar. Not a good trade-off. Also, low fat means it has less than 3 grams per serving. And just like the sodium label, reduced fat means it contains 25% less fat than the original brand, with light meaning that it contains 50% less than the original. So there you go, LiveLean Nation. I just talked about 7 food labels, but there are many others like high in vitamin C and D or high in omega-3s. The bottom line is, like all things, it's buyer beware. As a consumer, you must educate yourself on what these labels actually represent events so you don't get taken advantage of. So if you want to see our weekly grocery trip hauls and the foods that we buy and make daily, make sure you go subscribe to our second vlog YouTube channel, Brad Guthrow TV, aka BGTV. Our viewers have been loving all the behind the scenes look how Jessica and I live lean 365 days a year. Go subscribe right now. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you give us a big thumbs up by clicking the like button right down there, and make sure you click subscribe as we upload new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and keep living lean. Live Lean Nation, by now we've all heard of superfoods and how they're amazing for your health. But did you know you could be ruining the super healthy benefits